All right, the last time the Panthers and the Browns squared off was in Cleveland, let alone the dog pound, 4 years ago on November 28th. Cleveland won by 1 point, 24-23 over Carolina. That was the year that the Panthers went 2-14 and had 4 or 5 different quarterbacks. I'm pretty sure that the Panther fans don't need me to remind them. In order for the Panthers to get their sixth win of the season and go on their 3-game winning streak overall against the Cleveland Browns, they got to keep Johnny Manziel in the pocket. Don't give him any running lanes. Don't let him go off. Take away the strengths. Let him take away the running game. As for the Panthers offense versus the Browns defense, the play calling has to be good. It doesn't have to be perfect, but it has to be good. But it can't be predictable and boring, where you have Jonathan Stewart run up the middle over and over and over again, like today's game at home against Tampa Bay. And Derek Anderson has to continue to play above average football. If the Panthers do all those things, they'll get their sixth win of the season. Now, as for today's game, they got their fifth win of the season. 19-17 is the final score. It's the first time they had a back-to-back wins since September, which is when they beat Tampa Bay on the road and they beat Detroit at home. So, the defense did a good job, but not great because they allowed big plays, especially that 63-yard run, which that's not the first time we've seen Carolina allow that this season. They didn't let the Buccaneers offense go off, so that's another good thing. And they roughed up Josh McCown. They had 2 turnovers. So, as for the offense, they had 390 total yards for Carolina versus 287 for Tampa Bay. Derek Anderson did an average job, but there were at least 3 throws that should have been intercepted. If they played the Cleveland Browns and he was throwing those type of passes that he was throwing in today's game against Tampa Bay, they're going to get intercepted. It can and it will happen if he does it. And I didn't like the fact that he threw the ball high to Kelvin Benjamin and he put him in a really bad spot and he ended up getting hurt. But the good news is he played the rest of the game. So, plus you had Kelvin Benjamin and Greg Olsen breaking the 100 receiving yards. So that's awesome. But the offensive line, they did okay. It's just they gave up, 3 sacks. So they got to clean that up. There's nothing more to say about the game. I mean, the NFC South division is a total mess. I mean, it could be one winner. There are Panther fans out there saying Carolina can win it. There are a lot of people, a lot of critics, including ESPN, Bleacher Report. Everybody is picking either Atlanta or New Orleans Saints to win that division because they trust Drew Brees more than they trust anybody else in that division. But like I said, I picked New Orleans to win that division over Carolina, Atlanta, and not Detroit, Tampa. Before the season started, and I'm still sticking with it. But the way New Orleans is playing lately, they stink. They totally stink. And it starts with their defense. So with that, throwing y'all a salute. What's your thoughts on the game?